I would like to go ahead and talk about ColourCure today. ColourCure just launched August 1st, and it is, I've already gone and done one hand in one color here. This is Fired Up. This is something I got to use at our Jamboree conference in June in Salt Lake City, and it blew me away. ColourCure is a curable lacquer. It's convenient like lacquer, it's durable like gel. There's not many more good things I can say about it. I mean, I could say all of them and not be able to keep going because I would take up all of your time. So this is a no base coat, no top coat is required for this system. You can get a 7 to 10 day wear. I've personally found that you can get a little bit longer. Even if you don't cap up well, you know, it's lasts pretty long time. It's been fun. I want to go ahead and just show you in a minute here how easy it is. So let's just get to that in a second. Our lamp for ColourCure is as such. It's automatic with a 99-second countdown. There's also a 30-second, 60-second, and 99-second button up here. And you may be asking why. Well, if you're using the True Shine gels, this lamp can cure your True Shine in 30 seconds. The clear coat that we have, which is fun for over your wraps, over your lacquer, or just if you like a natural look, is only needs 60 seconds. And this 99-second button has a gradual, the UV light gradually increases. So this is a UV LED combo lamp. A year alone was spent on this for safety. So if you have any concerns about this, please let me know. But I personally don't feel that there is anything to be worried about. Most colors have been 2 coats for a nice opaque look. Some people like 3 for that added kind of jelly look. Some people need 3 if they have really rigid nails and they're really going for that smooth look to get the rigidity out of there. Rigidity. Hi. This is me and all my greatness. So I'm going to go ahead. I've done Fired Up on this hand. I'm going to go ahead and do Let It Happen. It's actually called Make It Happen Now. They changed the name after JamCon, but it's called Make It Happen Now. I have, in the past, at JamCon, I tried the clear coat over my wraps. I was wearing beautiful wraps designed by a friend and fellow jam sister. And just do a couple fingers so I don't take up anyone's time. This is Make It Happen. And I've tried Past Curfew, which is our black. So I should note here I'm using my non-dominant hand right now to paint my dominant hand. So I apologize if it's a little sloppy. You do need to cap your tips like with the gel. And you will need to clean up any oopsies before you cure. I anticipated having some oopsies when I did this hand. When you put it on, it may initially look a little streaky. This is self-leveling, just like our gel. Give it a couple of seconds before you cure, and it will level out. Most of the time it will also just level out in the lamp. I am notoriously sloppy with my index finger painting this one. So, purposely just going for it for you guys. Now I'm really thinning out my layers because with ColourCure, if you layer too thick, you will end up with bubbles. And by bubbles I mean your ColourCure will start to bubble. So this is going to take 99 seconds to cure. I don't want to make you sit and walk through that. So I am using my non-dominant hand to paint my dominant hand. I have fired up on my left hand. I'm using Make It Happen on my right hand. I'm cleaning up any oopsies with an orange stick because everyone probably has something like this at home to clean up your oopsies with. I would also recommend maybe a rubber pusher or a Q-tip dipped in some of our remover to clean up before curing. Or if you can hang till September, our sweet lacquer remover pen is coming out. This will work with our lacquer, this will work with our gel, and this will work with our ColourCure. Of course, with the gel and the ColourCure, please do remember to clean up your oopsies before you cure. Another thing to note with my cat. Another thing to note with the lamp is when you're curing your thumbs, you want to, I don't even know if you can see that in there, but I'm not curing my thumbs right now, so I'm not super worried about it, but this bug wants this light. You want to roll your thumb. You don't want it relaxed, you want to roll it so it's as flat as it can be. That's one layer of Make It Happen. I'm going to do one more. Now on your final, after you're done curing everything, and in most cases, like I said, it should only be 2 coats of color. You're going to need to let this polymerize in natural light. So whether that's going outside or just sitting under a nice light like I am for 2 minutes. And then your manicure's all done. No jokes. Nothing. So like I was saying about this lacquer remover pen, which I guess I'll just show you right now since I messed up. I used this with past curfew when I was using that, but this will just clean up your oopsies for you. Nice and easy before curing. Cleaned up my oopsies. And now I'm going to go ahead and cure this again for another 99 seconds. I won't do the entire manicure because I don't want to make you sit through that. All 5 of my fingers painting all of them. I could have, but this is kind of an introduction. So, what do you think? These work with wraps, they work with lacquer. It can work with gel, although you should ask me some questions about that probably. It's a wonderful system, 7 to 10 day wear per Jamberry. The lamp is awesome. It's a removable bottom, so you can get your whole foot in there for pedicures without fearing bumping your toes on anything. You can get your whole hand in there. Remember to roll your thumb so that it cures properly, because you don't want it pooling by accident on the side as you cure. I don't really have I don't have anything negative to say about this system. I will say that when I initially saw it at JamCon, I was a little bit skeptical, and then I was blown away. So I really hope that this is something that you'll consider. It's very quick. You can get about 20 to 25 manicures per bottle, depending on how thick your coats are. And like I said, you will know for sure if your coats are too thick if when you try to cure, it starts to bubble. Removal. Let's talk removal. You will want to use nail wrap and lacquer removal for this. This is after 2 coats. And probably have to, I would prefer to do a 3rd one on this. So let's just stick around for a 3rd coat, shall we? When you go to remove this stuff, nail wrap and lacquer remover. So this is working, this is one of people have tested it, and our remover, our non-acetone remover, is the best for this. You soak for 3 minutes. Let's go ahead and you soak for 3 minutes, and it starts to flake up, and you take a cotton ball and wipe it off. That's it for removal. It really is that easy. I've done it a couple of times myself. So if you don't already have the nail wrap and lacquer remover, I don't really know what you're waiting for. It's something I really feel like everyone needs to get yesterday. So if you do get ColourCure and you are trying to remove with a different remover and it works, please let me know, although I cannot guarantee that. So, clean up any oopsies with this, because this is probably what everybody has at home. And like I said, this is my non-dominant hand. Cool thing is if you do get it on your skin, when you are painting with your non-dominant hand, after a shower, so it will come off of your skin conveniently like a lacquer will. So I'm going to go ahead and cure this again. This is not something that I wanted to be this long, however, I like to be very transparent about the process. If I weren't sitting here blabbing on about it, if you were sitting here and you already knew about it and you were going through the process, you would be done in minutes. So I want you to realize that part. This did not take me very long. I demoed it for a few people, and it still didn't take very long. By the time I got done explaining, I actually did this, the cure time plus painting it on wasn't very long at all. I'll probably put some wraps over these because I love clear wraps, and I just got a bunch of new clear ones recently. And well, I can't help myself now, can I? So, alright, yeah, I won't make you sit around and wait for the polymerization. These I had done just before, and I can run my fingers all over them. I can go wash my hands. I can go take a shower. I can, this is fired up, and I just did make it happen on my other hand. Now, I personally went for the third coat because I didn't like the way I capped my index finger, and I like a more opaque look with my minty colors. I don't feel like I look good in light pastel colors on my hands, but this isn't for me. This is for you. Just about done curing my third layer here. Much better. Some cleanup? Yeah, sure. But not bad at all. This hand went much smoother. I didn't really have to clean up anything on my left hand, but I was using my dominant hand. So I'm going to go ahead and finish this up. I just wanted you to see how easy that was.